Good morning, boys and girls. Here is division lesson part 3. Today I'm going to show you how multiplication and division facts are related. But first, let's review what we've learned so far. I'm going to start off with yesterday's exit ticket, which was 20 divided by 4 equals 5. And here I have an array, right? So let's use my favorite color. Do you guys remember it? I hope you said orange. Let's use orange. And in our array, we have 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, of 5 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to take this same thing, the array, and I'm going to try another multiplication and division strategies. So you remember me yesterday saying that multiplication strategies are just like division strategies, which is one of the reasons why multiplication facts are very similar to division facts. I always say that if you know how to multiply, you're going to know how to divide, and here's how. I'm going to take my array, and I'm going to make equal groups. So let's start off by doing equal groups first, right? We have 20 dots and 4 rows. So in order to make 4 rows into equal groups, I'm going to start off by just drawing 4 circles. That represents those 4 rows in the array. 4 rows, 4 groups. Now I'm going to need to take the 20 dots and equally distribute them into the 4 circles. In the end, I should have 5 dots in these circles, just like how I have 5 circles in each row. So let's see. I'm going to count to 20. I'm going to distribute the dots evenly into the circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you see how I'm distributing that equally? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Remember, we're stopping at 20. 17, 18, 19, 20. Do I have 5 dots in each circle? Yeah, I do. Just like how I have 5 circles in each row. Now we're going to take the same thing. Remember, multiplication is just like division. So I'm going to take these equal groups and I'm going to make the bar model. And it's very similar. Remember, I have 4 rows, 4 circles. So when I make my bar model, how many squares will I have? You're right, I'm going to have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now remember that the total in each box has to equal 20. Okay? The numbers that I put in here have to equal 20, just like how all the dots here equal 20, and just like all the circles together in the array equal 20. So I know that there's 5 circles in each row, 5 circles in each dot, which means the number that goes inside in here would be 5. You're right. And that's how I create division strategies that look very similar to multiplication strategies. Now today's lesson, I told you, was how multiplication and division are related. And I always say that if you know how to multiply, you know how to divide. That's because everything is a big, beautiful fact. What? Family, right? So I had the equation 20 divided by 4 equals 5. What are the 3 numbers I'm using in this fact family? 20, 4, and 5, right? I can take these numbers and create 2 division problems and 2 multiplication problems. Can't I? So let's try it. I'm going to use a different color now. I think I'm going to go with purple. So I have 20 divided by 4 equals 5. In the next one, I'm going to do 20 divided by 5 equals 4. Very good. And then for my multiplication problem, I'm going to do 4 times 5 equals 20. And then the bottom one would be, you're right, 5 times 4 equals 20. You'll notice here, boys and girls, that in division equations, and I was telling you this yesterday, that the larger number from the fact family goes in the front for division, whereas the larger number goes at the end of the equation in multiplication. So you'll know, you'll know that this one up here is not correct because that large number went at the end, where when we divide, it should be the first number here. Okay, so we'd have to switch those in order for our division equation to be true. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's do a different fact family. Usually I call on people to give me some numbers, right? And we create multiplication equations. Well, I have Mr. Santos here, and hopefully he can help me out. Mr. Santos?
Yes, Mr. Santos.
I need you to give me 3 digits, or actually 2 digits, between the numbers 1 and 9.
2 digits between the numbers 1 and 9.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Well, 3 and 6.
3 and 6. Thank you, Mr. Santos.
No problem.
All right, we've got 3 and 6, which means my last part of the fact family would be, who knows their multiplication facts? I hope you said 18 because that's exactly it. 18. If you know how to multiply, you know how to divide. We're going to take all of these facts from this family and create 2 multiplication sentences, 2 division sentences. Starting with, let's do it this way. Let's start with the biggest number. Which is the biggest number in this fact family? 18, right? So 18 in a multiplication equation goes at the end. But when we divide, it goes at the beginning. You're right. And now it's just a matter of putting in the last 2 factors. We've got 3 and we've got 6. We're going to put both of those into these empty spots right here, okay? I'm going to start with 6 and 3, which means my next multiplication equation should be 3 and 6. Right here on the bottom where I divide, I'm going to put 3 and 6. And the last one, I'll switch it and do 6 and 3. So easy. I know, Serenity. I sound very, very normal, don't I? All right, here we go. I'm going to do one more, boys and girls. And at the end of this video, I want you to post an answer. Okay? We're going to do one more fact family, and I want you to post the answer for the part of the fact family that I do not complete. Let's try it one more time. Mr. Santos, I'm so sorry. I'm going to need you one more time. Would you choose any 2 digits between the numbers 1 and 9, please?
5 and 7.
We'll do it 5 and 7. Thank you so much, Mr. Santos.
No.
We've got 5 and 7. What's the last factor missing from this family? If you said 35, you are absolutely right, because 5 times 7 equals 35. So those are the only numbers we can use in our equations. Let's start off with multiplication, and let's do division. Here we go, you guys. Starting with the first digit or the first number that is the largest. The first number that's the largest. 35 is the largest number, right? Between 35, 5, and 7. So when we multiply, it goes at the end. When we divide, it goes at the beginning, right? Okay, boys and girls, that's it. I'm going to leave the rest to you to complete. Please post the 4 remaining fact family sentences or equations in the comments below. Now remember, for the divide sign, you can simply just put this symbol, okay? Post these 4 equations for today's video, and that's it, boys and girls. I will see you at 2:30 for important announcements. Bye for now.